A very warm welcome to all of my students. Welcome to Alpha Centauri the Building Academy, where you can get a lot of study materials on an online basis. Alright, so we'll be starting with our series of chapter set. Alright, so in this session we'll be learning about the concept of sets. Alright, so let us start with the definition of sets. So what is a set? So a set is a collection of well-defined objects. Alright. So what is a set? A set is a collection of well-defined objects. Well-defined objects. So what do we mean by well-defined objects? Alright. So this is a collection of well-defined objects. Set is a collection of well-defined objects. Alright. And these objects are known as beta. These objects are known as elements. Or these are known as elements or members of the set. Members of the set. Alright. So these objects are also known as elements or members of the set. Alright. So a set is a collection of well-defined objects, and these objects are known as elements or members of the set. Alright. So let us take an element or member. So let us take an element or member. Let us take x. Alright. So this is our x. So and let us take a set. So what is x? X is an element. You can call it as an element. It can be called as a member, or it can be called as an object. Alright. Can be called as object. Alright. So these are same things. Elements, member and object, these are same thing. And let us take S. What is a capital letter? Capital letter S. This is known as set. So we have to note one thing here, that set is always represented with a capital letter, not with a small letter. It is always represented with a capital letter. It can be any English alphabet starting from A to Z. Alright. So now, according to the definition of set, so this x must belong to S. Alright. Or it can be written as x does not belong to A. So this is a symbol of belongs to. This is a symbol of belongs to, and this is a symbol of not belongs to. Alright, so this is a symbol of not belongs to. Alright, so so let us go through the definition again. So what is a set? A set is a collection of well-defined objects. Alright, and these objects are known as elements, members of the set. Alright, now we have taken an example, that is we have taken an element, and if that element belongs to, alright, so there are two cases. Try to understand that element. What is the meaning of well-defined? The meaning of well-defined is whether the given element will belong to set A or will not belong to set A. This is the basic definition. Alright. So what is the definition of well-defined object? What do we mean by well-defined object? Well-defined means, alright, so let me just keep it in bracket. Definition of well-defined. So this is important. So what is the meaning of well-defined? The meaning of well-defined is, alright, so let us write it as well-defined means whether x belongs to S or x does not belong to S. This is the definition of well-defined objects. Alright, this is the definition of well-defined object. Whether it is belong to set S or whether it does not belong to set S. Alright, so this is the basic definition of sets. Alright, so now if we have understood the concept of sets, I'll be also taking some examples as well. We'll be discussing with example. This was the only basic concept. Alright, so now we have learned what is the meaning of well-defined objects. Alright, now let us move further and let us discuss about the concept of roster form and set builder form. Alright, so what is the concept of roster form and what is the concept of set builder form? So we'll be starting first with set builder form. Alright, because from the definition itself, the meaning of set builder form is the form which used to build a set itself, this is known as set builder form. Alright, so let us take an example. This example is already taken from an NCERT book beta, and let us go with the first example, that is, alright, so this is your set builder form. Alright, so this form, that is x, is such that this, what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is such that. Alright, so we read in this way, this is such that, this is nothing but this is such that. Alright, so x is such that x is a positive integer, x is a positive integer, x is a positive integer and is a divisor of 18, and is a divisor of 18. So what is the meaning of this? So this is basically, this is our set builder form. Alright, because in set builder form we can see there is a symbol of such that. It is telling us that x is such that x is an element. Alright, so it has two parts. If you if you can see, if we will observe carefully, it has two parts. So this is what? This is the definition of element. Alright, so this is a definition of element, or you can say it as a member. Alright, so this is the definition of element or member. Alright, so and what is this? So you can divide this such that, like you can imagine this such that sign divides the definition into two parts, that is one which is written to your RHS side and one that is written to your LHS side. RHS means your right hand side and LHS means your left hand side. Alright, so let us, now we have already discussed what is the LHS part. LHS part is nothing but this is representing your element or member of the set, and this part, that is the RHS part, it itself representing the set, the kind of set. The kind of set means the definition of the set, the kind of set which we want. Alright, so x is a positive integer. Alright, so this is giving the definition of the set itself. The element, that is x, x is a variable. All the elements which will be belonging to such set, they must be a positive integer. Condition is they must be a positive integer, because we already know integers are represented by z. Alright, so positive integers means we are talking about z plus means positive integers, and z minus is what? These are negative integers. Alright, these are negative integers and these are our positive integers. Alright, so these are what? These are our positive integers. Positive integers. Alright, so x is a positive integer and that must be divisor of 18. Alright, so that must be divisor of 18 means whatever element we are choosing x is a variable, all the elements must divide 18 as well. Alright, so what is the necessary condition? If we draw a number line, let us draw a number line. So let us understand with the help of a number line itself. Alright, so this is our number line. Alright, so this is our, this is our 0. Alright, so these are elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the integers up to infinity, positive infinity. These are our positive integers and these are our negative integers. Alright, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4 and beyond this. These are our negative integers up to minus infinity. So what is the condition? Condition is that x is a positive integer. It means that x must be greater than equal to 0. So whatever number we will be choosing, that number must be greater than 0. Alright, that number must be greater than 0. Alright, it means that we have to choose numbers that is away from 0, that is in RHS side. Alright, right hand side. Alright, so now we are going to choose such numbers. Alright, you have to remove this equality sign because we are neglecting 0. We are not taking 0 in our solution. Alright, so how many such numbers are possible? And these numbers must divide 18 as well. Alright, so let us write the factors of 18. So factors of 18 are what? Alright, so 18 can be divided by 2, 18 can be divided by 1 as well, 18 can be divided by 3, alright, because 3 6 are 18, alright, 18 can be divided by 9 as well, because 9 2 are 18, and 18 can be divided by itself, that is 18, alright. So these are only possible cases, and these cases are what? We cannot take all the cases, alright, because there are two conditions. What are conditions? First condition is x must be greater than 0. This was our first condition. And what is second condition? That we need to take x such that 8 divided by x is what? Is a positive number. Alright, it cannot be a decimal because it is completely dividing. So definitely it should be a positive number. So x should be greater than 0. So how many such numbers are possible? That is how many numbers are possible. We'll be starting from the smallest number. Alright. So now we have to learn the important concept as well. We have to write the elements. Whenever we are writing the elements in a set, alright. So first of all, set is always represented in a in this braces, in the curly braces. Set is always represented in curly braces. So that is why we are always using curly braces symbol. So set are always represented in a curly braces. Alright, and the number of elements which are writing in the sets, these elements must be arranged in an ascending order or in a descending order manner. Alright, so any of the manner you can choose, but you cannot write elements in a zigzag form. Alright, so I am writing in a ascending order. You can write in a descending order as well. So I am starting from the smallest number, that is 1. 1 is such number, and the other one is 2 is there, 3 is there, 6 is there, 9 is there, and 18 is there. Alright, so these are our numbers which are satisfying this condition. Alright, that is x is such that x is a positive integer and is a divisor of 18. Alright, so this is our solution. And what is the solution itself? The solution itself is known as, this form of solution is known as roster form. Alright, so the spelling of roster is R-O-S-T-E-R. This is our roster form. Alright, so I guess now you have understood from this example what is a roster form and what is a set builder form. Alright, so in roster form you will find all the elements. Alright, in roster form you will find all the elements in a separate manner. Alright, so what is a set builder form? Set builder form is itself, it is telling you a definition, alright, to build a set, to build the elements of the set. Alright, so wherever you find definition written like this, that is x is such that x is a positive integer. Alright, so this kind of definition is known as set builder form, because the definition itself helps you to build a set. Alright, so that is why it is known as set builder form. Alright, so this example we have already done. So now let us look into the other examples. So the answer of this is, the answer of A is 3rd. So let us write the answer of A is 3rd. Alright, now x is such that x is an integer and x square minus 9 is equal to 0. Alright, so it is telling us you have to take the integer. It is not telling exactly that we need to positive integer or we need to take negative integer. It means that beta, if integer is given, it means that you can take positive z also and negative z also. Alright, it means that beta, you can take positive z and negative z as well. It means that if you draw a number line, let us understand this with the help of number line, because you can see this is our number line. So we can take numbers which are on the LHS, on the RHS side of the 0 and on the LHS side of the 0, means both negative and positive numbers can be taken. Alright, so whatever number you are taking, you have to make the square of that number, and that number subtracted by 9 must be equal to 0. So how many numbers are satisfying? There are only 3 numbers which are satisfying this condition, that is positive 3 and negative 3. Alright, you can write in the reverse manner also, because I have written this is written in a descending order. You can write in a descending order. First a smaller number minus 3, then bigger number plus. Alright, so the answer of B is what? The answer of B is 4th one. Alright, so let me write the answer of B is 4th. Alright, this is 4th. Alright, got it? So far so good. Now let us understand the other example as well. So what is given? X is an integer and x plus 1 equal to 1. Alright. So x is an integer. Alright. It means that you can take any integer. Positive integer and negative integer. You can take any integers. Alright. This is your number line. You can take any integer such that x plus 1 must be equal to 1. So it means that whatever number you are choosing, that is x, and if you are adding 1 into that, you must be getting an answer which is equal to 1. So there is only one condition which is satisfying this equation, that is what? That is the answer is second. Because 0 is such a number, if you add 0 in plus 1, then only you can get plus 1. Otherwise, if you take any number, let us suppose I am taking minus 1. So minus 1 plus 1 will be equal to 0. Again, equation will not be satisfied. If you take minus 2 plus 1, then also minus 2 plus 1 will be equal to what? Minus 2 is bigger, plus 1 is smaller. So minus 2 plus 1, it means that your answer will be minus 1. So again, your equation is not satisfied. Alright beta. So you cannot take, let us take any positive number, let us take 1 plus 1 plus 2. So you will be getting different numbers. But your equation will not be satisfied. Alright. So 0 is such a number which will be satisfying your equation. Alright. So the answer of C is second one. Alright. So 0 is your answer. 0 is your integer. Alright. Now let us move to D. X is such that X is a letter of the word principle. Alright. So we need to write the letter of the word in the principle. So how many words are there? If you count, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 letters. But when we are writing set in a roster form, so this is what beta? This is our set builder form. Alright. This is your set builder form. Now we need to write in a roster form. So we need to keep in our mind, so whenever we are writing about sets, we are writing definition of sets, we need to keep in mind that the elements must not repeat itself. Alright. So if you will understand the concept of set is a collection of well-defined objects. It means that that element must be unique. That element or that member must be unique. They must not be repeating itself. Alright. So if you can see, right, in principal word, I is repeating twice. Alright, and P is also repeating twice. Alright, so P is repeating twice. You can see here P is repeating twice. Let me just keep it at a dash sign. P is repeating twice. I is also getting repeated twice. And I guess all other elements are repeating only once. Alright, so we'll be writing P only once. R is there. I will be writing only once. C and A, L. Alright, so make sure that you are writing in the same order. Alright, the order in which the question is given, so that I cannot write L and A, in a zigzag way. I have to follow in this way, the direction of arrow. Alright, that sense in which the question is given, we have to write the solution in the same sense. Alright, so this represents our answer in a very neat and very tiny manner. Alright, beta. So the answer of D is first one. So this is the concept of set builder form and roster form. Alright, so far so good. So beta, now we'll be learning about some other concepts, and we'll be starting with the exercise 1.1 of the NCERT book. Alright.